we've done some unique things for the touchpad. We've added a 1.3 megapixel camera, front-facing camera for supporting video conferencing. And so unique feature there. What you saw just a little bit ago was the next generation of Touchstone, which supports wireless charging on this device. Just like we did for our phones, we're moving that technology over to our touchpad as well. Now, in the bottom of the device, you'll see that there's stereo speakers. We're also partnering with Beats Audio to do great high-quality audio reproduction. And all of that powered by a Qualcomm 8060 1.2 gigahertz processor running a dual-core system. So lots of speed for the system as well. But one of the great things is, just like our phones, it's running WebOS. And WebOS is mainly about several key elements. One of the elements is called Synergy, and that's the ability to take lots of your digital information all into one place on your device. So multiple email accounts, multiple calendars, and so forth. The other is about multitasking. So not just multitasking in terms of the system being able to do lots of things, but enable for users to be able to do lots of things and be productive. And so let me give you a quick example of that. So let's say I'm in a email, and I want to take this email and I want to forward it to somebody. So I'm going to go take this and start a, hey, let's talk about this at 5. And so one of the things you'll see is this keyboard, and the keyboard is able to scale in multiple sizes. Some people like the smaller size so they can see more of the display. I tend to like the little bit bigger display or keyboard that's a little easier, better to type on quickly. But with WebOS, I don't have to finish what I'm doing in order to go to the next thing. I can either browse my email again, or I can go and check, let's say, my calendar. And so I can see right away if I'm going to be available to make that meeting or not. Just like in our email application, where you saw lots of different sources for email, we have lots of different sources for calendars. So I see my personal calendar, I see my work calendar, all in one place, so make sure I don't have any commitments. So let's see, over here at 5 o'clock, it looks like I do have a conflict, so I'd better go back to that email. And I can go and adjust that as well. So let's say, better make that 6 o'clock. So here, I could finish this email right now, but I'm going to go on to some different things. So I'm going to take that card, and I'm just going to move it over to the side. So I don't have to finish it now. I'm just going to leave it where it is, and then that'll be a reminder for me to work on it later. Just like you multitask during the day on your, other PCs, this allows you to do just work the way that you do on this system as well. And so the system is really meant to be very easy to move in and out of applications, easy to move between tasks. If I'm done with something, I can just flick it away. So easy to manage the applications that are open as well. So let me go into the photo application, because Photos is more than just reviewing your local content. It's also about being connected to your social network as well through your photos. And so just like in Calendar and email, when you saw you had all of your different Synergy sources, this application pulls together all your photo sources. And so you have your local content, but you also have Snapfish or Facebook photos as well, all in one place. It's a great photo viewer, but the great thing about this is that when I have my Facebook photos here, I can just look without leaving the application and see what people are commenting on in Facebook about my photos, and then I can reply back to those comments directly from the Photos application. I don't have to leave the application at all. It's all integrated into one very simplified view. So that's one of the powers of Synergy, is being able to consolidate that experience into a single place that's easily accessible. The other thing that we've done as being part of HP now is that we've integrated some work with the printer group. And so this does a bonjour search from the Photos application to find any printers that are in the area. So without leaving the application, I can print directly from my Photos app as well. So let's see. Let's go over to a couple other things. So it's a great device for productivity. It's a great device for media. The other thing I'll show you here is the Kindle application for e-reading. And so one of the things that the form factor is really great for, and I'll just put it into portrait mode here, it's a little more natural way to read, is reading books. And so I'm reading something on Barcelona, oddly enough, and you can see here it's great at both images and pictures. All of the Kindle controls are available by just touching, so I can comment on things, highlight things, and it supports Whisper Sync as well. So if I'm reading the book on my PC as well, wherever I left off on my PC is where this will be synced to as well. So really great feature for reading content. Let me just jump out of this. I'm going to throw that away. Most of our developers use open internet web authoring tools like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and so forth in order to easily move web content to the device. But sometimes developers want the ability to take existing C code to their device as well, some libraries that they've already invested in. And so Armageddon Squadron is one of those examples. So this is a great example of a developer that took their existing libraries and then ported their game over very, very quickly to WebOS. So you can see the power here. I'm not very good at this game, as you can see, of that dual-core processor. You can see those nice reflections coming off there, as well as the ability to take an existing application. Before I crash here, I'm going to just card this. I can move right out of this view and decide, you know what, my boss is on the way, so I'm going to get out of that game. So lots of content, lots of great media experiences on the device as well. A couple other things I wanted to show you is, one here is notifications. So one thing that I can do is be in an application, let's say it's, I'm browsing the web, and as notifications come in, whether they're calendar invites or new emails or new text and so forth, they're not obtrusive. So they don't take over the screen. I don't have to interact with them. This is our web browser. Flash, it supports Flash 10.1, so a full web experience. When I want to deal with those notifications, I can easily do that from the notification bar here. And if I want to dismiss them, I don't have to go to the application. I just swipe away and get rid of the notification without leaving what I'm working on here. So another way for us to try to bring multitasking to a user interface that's very, very easy and accessible. The last thing I wanted to show you here is how we're working with our product lines to make them work better together. And that's what I think you just walked in on when we were talking the last time, but I'll just show it here briefly. So let's say I'm looking at a website and I'm deciding that we're going to do something for Valentine's Day, and we're going to cook up some desserts, and I've decided we're going to make these cupcakes. And instead of taking my TouchPad with me to market, all I want to do is take this content with me, and I'm going to take it with me on my phone. So in order to transfer that content, we've integrated something that's called Touch to Share. So I simply put this phone onto the Pre3 onto the device. You'll see that something's happening there, and it automatically pulls up the same web page that I'm looking at here. So an easy way for you to transfer content and bring it in whatever form factor makes the most sense to take with you. So a way for us to make our products work better together. So that's a quick review of the product.
Thank you very much.
Great, thank you.